and it's a big week for the Bulldogs, who celebrate their 100th year, I should say, in the VFL AFL competition. They're actually going to be renamed Footscray for this entire week. They take on Collingwood at the MCG. And Josh, I mean, this club has been through so much over its 100 years in the competition. As we take a look at the tape at pre-game, they've got a special ceremony to, I guess, celebrate the history.
They do, Nat, and they're led out by one of their favourite sons in Bob Murphy. He's back at the club in official capacity in 2025, and we're going to see some iconic names involved before that first bounce on Friday night. I'm talking Kelvin Templeton, Simon Beasley, Gary Dempsey, Tony Liberatore, Scott Wine, just a few Brownlow medalists, of course, and then Brad Johnson, Rowan Smith and Lindsay Gilbey, some more modern names, plus some coaches. Don't forget the likes of Terry Wallace and Rocket Eade. So it's a mix of everyone. It's going to be a phenomenal night.
I mean, they had their financial struggles as well. The club nearly folded twice in its history, but managed to regroup, and here they are years later.
Well, aside from that special month in 2016, no period in the club's history sums up them as a football club than 1989. Now, at that time, they were dead broke. They were almost going to fold. In fact, the VFL CEO at the time, Ross Oakley, I spoke to him this week for a piece that'll go up pre-game. He actually gave them two options. Either merge with Fitzroy and become the Fitzroy Bulldogs, or lose your licence. And what that resulted in was a galvanising of not only a football club, but an entire Western region. There was the tin rattling campaign. Then there were these iconic stickers.
I love them.
Up Yours Oakley symbolises that period in that club's history. And they ended up raising $1.6 million in the space of 3 weeks due to a young lawyer at the time called Peter Gordon, a very famous figure in that club's history. And when I spoke to Ross, he told me that he still sees these stickers every day, because his very own son has one on the back of his car.
He's trolling his dad.
It's incredible. I mean, can you imagine Andrew Dillon going through this right now in 2025? I just can't fathom it. But Ross did say he got death threats. His kids were persecuted at school. He needed 24-hour security for the best part of 3 months to deal with this. But it ended up being an iconic moment in that club's history.
Now, they are going to wear a special Guernsey, of course, for this 100th anniversary. A little bit of gold trimming on there. But, Chad, I was so disappointed. No collar.
I know. I am a sucker for a collar and a long sleeve, and I'm spewing that it's not on there.
Yes, that would have been nice. A little bit of nostalgia. But look at that. That's going to be absolutely fabulous when Footscray meets Collingwood on Friday night at the MCG. It is going to be a fantastic match.